Okay, everybody. Um, I know all about what happened with Hugh Hefner. The hell with him. I know about the sister who mom disowned her because she support Colin Kaepernick. Her Becky mom do that. But give a shout out to Toe Proto Sports for this, and also shout out to BO9263 man for that for that live stream. I really enjoyed it. Well, this brings a little bit of joy, but then again, it also indication to go tell me that that piece of crap that sits up in front of M&T Stadium in Baltimore, which is Ray Michael Myers Lewis, is definitely going to come down because, as you can see, extra security is placed near his statue after over 62,000 signed petition to remove it for kneeling during the anthem. See, I've always said when I started the hashtag, cooning isn't going to save you. And it sure enough isn't. Many times, this dye spraying hair faggot has thrown black people up under the bus like he did Freddie Gray by defending the cops that killed him. And that's why Freddie Gray's mom could never sleep at night peacefully ever again. You know. So let's get down to it like this, okay? In the eyes of some Baltimore Raven fans, Ray Lewis is no longer, or should I say, let me just do it my way. Ray Michael Myers Lewis is no longer a legend to them, and they would love to see anything that resembles him around the stadium gone, including his statue. After dropping to both knees during the playing of the national anthem this past Sunday, the Baltimore Ravens legendary linebacker, please, reason you just got that way if it weren't for Mike Singletary, who taught you how to play the position. You know, caught heat from people on both sides of the anthem protest debate because he kneeled and because he was a hypocrite after previously saying he had never kneeled during the anthem. Oh yeah, he specifically said that I wasn't on one knee, I was on both knees. God damn. You know it's sad when Chris Carter has to come out there and call Ray Lewis out on your bullshit. It take a coon to call another coon out on their bullshit. Wow. Let me continue. Someone took to change.org and created a petition. My original thought, the cracker stole it. No problem. It's all good. A petition to remove his statue from outside the Ravens Stadium. If you think I'm lying, I came with the idea. Ask Nicole's view and ask everybody else. It currently has over 62,000 signatures. For that reason, extra security has been placed near the statue at M&T Bank Stadium. And I guess whoever said this, that song honors our country and our veterans who fought for it. The petition reads, to kneel during it is disrespectful regardless of what you're protesting. First of all, that song never honored this country. The song is talking about killing slaves, written by racist faggot Scott Key. But then again, a cracker is a cracker is a cracker is a peckerwood. Continued. Maryland Stadium Authority, that's their Port Authority, didn't want to wait until this Sunday game to take action given the recent protests and vandalism. Damn, they vandalized it already? Good gracious. Shout out to them. There's additional security at the Statue Plaza at this time, says Rachelina Bonazzi, Italian, a spokesperson for the authority, which is the team's stadium landlord. Certainly, observers can notice the presence of uniformed security officers at M&T Bank Stadium, which includes the Statue Plaza. The additional officers and other security enhancements have been in place since Sunday afternoon. Now, Lewis had clarified his position and stated why he was simply praying. Like I told you, when we saw that shit, man, let me go. This is what he says. I dropped on two knees, both knees. So I can't simply, so I could simply honor God in the midst of chaos, which he said on Showtime inside the NFL. I would love to read the comments on this. Oh God. Oh yeah, here it come. Let's see. Forget that one, but I do like the second one. They say they should leave the statue up and add a plaque that says murderer, wife beater, and bad citizen. I agree. I totally agree, Gerald. I totally agree. So, you know, he could be right alongside Steven Seagal as a wife beater. Punk. But it's just not Ray Lewis. But here's some other stories that you ain't gonna believe. Y'all know this, you know this racist cracker here. Mm-hmm. That's Trent Dilfer, y'all. Last year he was telling Colin Kaepernick that he need to quote unquote stay in the shadows. You know that, remember that scene on the show? That's when Randy Moss was ice grilling Trent Dilfer. Moss looked like he wanted to knock his ass clean out. But Charles Wilson checked Trent Dilfer. Well, here it goes. A man who spent 13 seasons throwing NFL passes, mostly interceptions, isn't giving ESPN a pass. Although, let me say something real quick. I really don't give a shit what cracker Trent Peckerwood Dilfer has to say, because it's another cracker I'm gonna jump on after this. Trent Dilfer watched the dimes dropping in front of him Monday night and no longer had an audience to break down the throws, with only Twitter to turn to. The longtime NFL quarterback, notably with Tampa and Seattle, had been ESPN since retiring in 2007 until he was laid off in April's massive cuts. With him left Dilfer's Dimes, a segment in which the former quarterback analyzed the best passes of the week. And that's his Twitter page, although we don't really give a shit about it. Without Dilfer, the backup Monday night booth, used only during ESPN Week 1 doubleheader, included Beth Mowins, making history as the second woman ever to call an NFL game. Rex Ryan, who received poor reviews in his debut, wow, Rex ain't doing too good, as well as the confusing, awkward, exhilarating presence of Sergio Dip. Dilfer manned Ryan's spot in previous years and was a regular on Monday Night Countdown. On Twitter, Dilfer offered effusive praises for Mowins, who carried me during a college football game years earlier. As for her parents, Dilfer was tellingly silent. She was great, very hard job, and she killed it. Dilfer wrote, no comment on the rest. Without ESPN, the 45-year-old Dilfer is still studying signal callers, but with Elite 11, a high school quarterback competition that will be broadcast on NFL Network. I tell you right now, boy, look at here. They taking L's everywhere. I'm glad to see this motherfucker getting exactly what he deserved. I'm really glad of that. You know, and that's coming from the New York Post. Shout out to them. You know, I'm really glad that this happened. But it's somebody else I wanted to talk about too, and that's that rapist up in Pittsburgh, Ben Rafflesberger. You know, another piece of garbage that I really don't find too tough. And I wish I could find it on here right now. But back to the original story. This is what the fuck his ass get. Now, I told people plenty of times, we down here in Florida, in South Florida, in Miami in particular, we know how this fuck nigga is. Ray Lewis has always been a fuck boy. Just the other day when I was on my way, I ran into a cat that I come across a lot because we go the same route, and we were talking about Ray Lewis, and he said, come to find out, and I'm taking back to 1999, people. He told me that his uncle was one of the two brothers, cats that was with Ray Lewis the night of the murder. One Ray Lewis threw under the bus and testified against, saying they the ones did it when Ray Lewis, he really did it. I think Charles Sweeten. Charles Sweeten is his uncle. And he said it right out of his mouth, direct to me. He's told me, he said, boy, Ray, he knew better not to go ahead and try to cross my people, because he knew full well, boy, he would never get no sleep anywhere. And and that's when we both said, that's why he could never show his behind back down here to Miami. And I'm gonna tell you something, Ray Lewis hasn't been down here since. The farther he come here to South Florida is Boca Raton. That's where he's got his prayer tower at, and that's where he lays up with some Becky. I'm gonna tell you something. Ray Lewis is a coward, just like Jason Whitlock. What you got is a perfect example of the biggest, strongest buck that got buck broken. If you get my drift, it's just like what overseers. Excuse me one second. It's like what the overseers used to do when they want to break down the biggest, the baddest, and the strongest, beat them to the point of death, and then they have them face down, ass up, and they turn around, and you already know the rest. And that's exactly what happened with Ray Lewis. All that shit that he was saying about Colin Kaepernick, said that I would never take a knee, that I said, I respect what you're doing, but leave the flag out of it. I keep your name in my Bible. And he still kept saying that shit. I was watching LVZ's video on that, the Ray Coon Lewis compilation. And Chris Carter came to check him. It's sad. It's very sad. But I've been said, during the height of the Charlottesville thing and the taking down of the Confederate statues, which they should come down. It is what it is. That's what the city decide on it. So let it be. To all these motherfucking alt-right faggots. Anyway, I said, and I think I posted this on our Instagram page, Archangel99, and I said, I put a meme up there. Well, if y'all so hell-bent about taking down statues, start with this one. And I pointed out the Ray Lewis song. Definitely, I said, I need to start a petition for that. I need to start one. But, this white guy this Caucasian had beat me to it. So, I totally agree with one LVZ, and yes, I did sign that damn petition. But I said to myself, we just sit back, watch the show. Let them crackers go ahead and take it out, because that's who Ray Lewis was cooning for. See, he already fell out with the black community a long time ago. Okay? I haven't seen him did nothing. I speak to people, I got friends, I got constituents in Baltimore. I got a lot of love for people in Baltimore. And they tell me the same thing I'm telling you. Ray Lewis ain't did shit. But Wendell Pierce from The Wire spent $20 million of his money to offer to give jobs to the kids down there. I ain't see Ray Lewis. What Ray Lewis doing? Taking them to a goddamn barbecue, perpetuating the stereotype as the Ghetto Boy song that niggas ain't good for nothing but holding your place in line and being at barbecues. Fuck Ray Lewis, and he getting exactly what he deserved. Don't feel sorry for him. Do not make no excuses for him. Do not pander or soft shoe for this motherfucker. Let his ass fall, and let him fall hard. Right alongside, he could probably fall right up on top of that 400-pound hippopotamus called Jason Whitlock. And on top of that man beast known as Jamil Hill. Right along with Sage Steele and Stacey Trash and Cheryl Underwood and all them other coons and bed wenches and shit like that. But, But I ain't forgotten about you, Ben Roethlisberger. With that racist shit he did, Ben Roethlisberger has always been a racist. Let me see if I can find this motherfucker real quick. Y'all excuse me for 1 second. I should say Ben Roethlisberger. Ah, there he is. This is the piece of trash right here, who said that he don't like it when when black players are protesting the NFL. Now, Antonio Brown, James Harrison. Well, I don't know why I called him, but let me bring in somebody on my team close to home. Artie Burns, cornerback for the Steelers, because I know his dad. Me and his dad graduated from high school together at Miami Northwestern. This is what your quarterback think about you. And him, along with that other Sasquatch with no spine, Alexandro Villanueva, they secretly are co-opting, and like BO9263 said, and I'm going to reiterate it, and I made it clear, they trying to sabotage and throw Mike Tomlin under the bus. Because like Shannon Sharp say, your coach told y'all nobody goes out there on the field during the anthem. Everybody stay in the tunnel. We're not going to play politics here to divide us. And that's what this lying motherfucker did. This slimy ass worm. And this coming from somebody talking about speaking on morals. Let's talk about in 2009 and shit how you raped 2 girls in a bathroom up in some little small hick town in Georgia with your bodyguard standing cover, an ex-cop. And then you did it again in 2007. That's why he will forever have the name Ben Roethlisberger. He's a fucking rapist. Oh, but, I guess that's all right. He can still play in the NFL. And to go against a black man who basically bought chicks championship. Throwing him under the bus in more than one ways. And I'm telling you, it's coming. You see what happened with that no good, low life cracker fire chief, Paul Smith? His ass resigned. Because I tell you, these motherfucking keyboard warriors, these Twitter gangsters really get on my damn nerve. They talk all that bullshit like they really gonna put hands on something, but when it comes down to the real deal, they know they don't want none. They don't want none, trust me. They come with that dumb shit. Ben Roethlisberger ain't shit. Just like Trent Dilfer. I tell you, crackers of a fur flock together. That's why motherfuckers don't care nothing for them. And Ray Lewis wants to be down with these motherfuckers. Man, please. But that's all I got to say. Let me know what y'all think about this in the comment section. Fire away. Make sure you share, subscribe, click the notification bell so when I upload new videos, you'll get them. That's it. No more talk.